Hey Bears, we made it. We've done it. It is finals week, and you might have some exams coming up that you feel a little nervous, anxious, or have stress around. So, this week we're going to walk through some test stress tips provided by our friends at Academic Student Success with help from the UNC Counseling Center and the Psychological Services Clinic. To access this guide and worksheet, along with a lot of other things to help you, head over to the link in our Instagram bio and click on the academic resources. So to start, they actually break down some of the chemistry behind test anxiety and why we feel so nervous and stressed out to take these exams. Basically, we get a burst of adrenaline when the test begins, which definitely makes it a lot harder to think as we go into that fight or flight mode. Now, some people get just a little bit of this adrenaline burst and other people get a lot of it, which is why there's so many differences in how students take exams. Let's start with the night before the exam. Hopefully you already completed your study schedule and have been preparing all throughout the week. Now it's the night before. And it's important to get plenty of rest, which is definitely easier said than done. As somebody who accidentally stayed up way too late watching Netflix the other day, I recommend setting three alarms on your phone for the night before. One alarm is going to let you know when it's time to start your bedtime routine. Are you brushing your teeth, meditating, stretching, having some hot tea, whatever your bedtime routine that helps you relax is, start that when this alarm goes off. The second alarm is going to be when you need to physically get into bed, right? So when you hear this alarm, it's time to pull back those covers and go ahead and crawl in. And then the third alarm is going to be the signal for you to put your phone away, turn off the TV, whatever you're doing during that wind down. Now is the time to sit in the dark room, start counting your sheep, breathing in, breathing out, feeling all the muscles sort of tensing and relaxing, taking some of these steps to fall asleep. You can also download Headspace by going to the link in our bio. As a UNC student, you're going to get a free subscription as long as you complete the opt-in survey. Let's flash forward to the 30 or so minutes before your exam. Now, they really recommend getting some movement or physical activity to kind of help your body process and work through the adrenaline that's starting to flow. So, at least 10 minutes before your exam, try to move your body in some way. Now, in the corner of your room, since you probably are taking this exam from home, or if you are in a classroom, see if you can hop out into the hall real quick. Try doing some air squats. You might try just some lunges back and forth. Move your arms, your neck, your wrists, things to loosen up and get things flowing. All right, now that your exam has started, you might really feel that adrenaline burst. Now, if your online exam allows you to see all of the questions or go back and forth, you can try starting with the ones you feel confident in. This can be great to get your brain a little bit more time to settle into the test process, and you can build up your confidence. Now, if your exam is only showing you one question at a time, take the same principle, but just break the question into the pieces you feel more confident about. For example, if it's a multiple choice exam, start by eliminating the answers that you feel really confident are not correct, so then you can focus on the ones that might be. If it's something like a short essay prompt, focus on the pieces of the prompt or your responses to that prompt that you feel more confident in, to again give you some time to settle into the question, the process, and just think through the pieces you're not as sure about. Now, this worksheet also has a pre-test checklist for you to check out and work through. But one of my favorite items on that checklist is actually this last one on acknowledging reality. We all tried to work and learn and just exist through the COVID-19 pandemic this semester. Things were different. Things were harder. And you may feel more stressed than normal or than average. But it is also true that you persevered through the semester, that you did engage with the materials, and you have made it here. You can do this. It's your time. This final exam is just another step and another thing that you're going to make it through and overcome by breaking down the questions into small pieces, focusing on the knowledge that you do have, and taking it one step at a time. Now, there will be questions on the exam that will catch you off guard, and you will have some moments where it's hard to remember the things that you studied and you learned. At that moment when you're feeling really stressed about that question, break that question into little chunks, focus on the words and the clues that you need, and put all the pieces together. You got this. So, check your Bear Mail and Canvas to make sure that you're following all of the instructions from your professors. Then, make a plan to prepare the night before, the hours leading up, and when you're taking the exam to help you manage your stress and anxiety. And taking that moment to connect the dots between your experiences, the things that you've read, the feedback that you've received, and just the knowledge you've acquired over this semester. Let's get it and finish up. I will see you next semester.